Hello, we're going to get started here. Happy St. Patty's Day. As you can see, I have my little guys on my head here. Um, my name is Dori, and I'm the retail manager here at Meadowbrook Gourds. I've been here for 31 years, and throughout that time, I've kind of been in all different types of areas. But right now, I'm in the retail store, and I do help with marketing.
And I am Kara. I am a crafter here at Meadowbrook. I also help out with the classes, the
Mhm.
Zoom classes, classes on the farm, and the events.
Yep. And just so before we get totally started and she goes through everything you should have gotten in your kit, I just wanted to remind you that you probably should get yourself some paper towels, a paper plate or something to put paint on, some water. And if you have baby wipes at home, they are very, very helpful for getting it off of your hands. And then also, since we're going to be painting, if you make a mistake, they take the paint off very nice too.
Yes.
The paints that we're going to be working with tonight are a latex paint, so it will come off your hands, but it will not come off of your clothing. So if you want to put a smock or go change and get on an old shirt, that would be wonderful too.
All
So,
right. So
okay.
what you should have received in the mail in your package would be your paints and your glue. Now, if any of your paints have dried up or they're solid, please shoot Dory an email and let her know. We'll get new paint sent out to you. With this cold weather, you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
You should have also received one paintbrush, two Q-tips, two toothpicks, an orange nose, multiple pieces of wood for a fence. Oh, yeah, yellow beak. Thank you. A biscuit, a gourd spinner, a yellow feather, and moss.
Yep.
Now, and if you didn't receive any of this, you will email Dory as well, let her know, and we will get those pieces sent out to you.
And I will put actually I'm going to be sending out the video tomorrow of this class. So if for some reason you don't have it, just respond to that email once the video goes out, and I'll make sure that I get it out to you right away.
All
I
right.
guess we should say this is the little project that we're going to be working on tonight. So hopefully that's what your kit looks like.
Yep. Very cute. Flora and Pebbles.
Yes,
So,
I love pebbles.
the first thing that we are going to do is put together the fence. We'll put it together and then we will paint it brown. Um, I am not going to use glue to put mine together. It's
No.
pretty sturdy, but if you feel like yours is just a little too loose, go ahead and you can use the tacky glue with the Q-tip. But I think you should do okay. So this is the bottom of the base, and I will kind of set this
Backward.
way
There
so
you
you
go.
can see. Um, there is the bottom, and then there's two on the side, and then three in the middle. So when you put this together with the holes, you want the holes going inward. So like that.
Yes.
And you will have to wiggle it a little bit. I know my holes are a little tight.
Yeah, if you just keep wiggling it down. Once you get them in the first time, then it's easier, but
Right. And then you just stick the
just make sure that you hold on to the fence post that's going up because it'll just come right out.
you can just slide it through one side into the other.
Sometimes that's easier said than done too.
Yeah.
You just need to wiggle it a little bit. And don't worry about getting them nice and even right now because we can even them up once you get them all in. I have this tickle in my throat and I don't know why.
All right. So I have mine together there.
Mhm.
So when we paint, you'll want to start from the top and work your way to the bottom. You can hold the the bottom of the fence And then as you get down to the bottom, we'll just lay it flat and you can paint it that way, maybe hold it from the top. So I am going to put my paint on my, well, you can put your paint on your plate or you can use it from the container, and I'd shake it up because sometimes it separates.
Yeah. And the black is on one end and the brown is on the other end. I'm not sure. My brown is down by the whites. My black is up by the yellow. So hopefully, but you'll be able to tell when you open it up. Okay.
All right, I'm going to get started. I'm hoping we only need one coat of brown, but we'll see.
I think we will.
Oh. Yes, I think definitely one will be okay.
And you really don't have to put a whole lot of paint on because the wood absorbs it pretty good.
And you'll just want to make sure you get like in the inside and between the fences as well, in between the fence as well.
This will probably take us the longest. So I'm not sure where everybody is from, but I can tell you that it is quite windy here in Carlisle, PA. Kids were sent home from school yesterday early just because of the wind. Now, I don't think we got the wind when they thought we were going to get it. Ours came more like after supper, at least in Mechanicsburg where I live.
Yeah, around 8 o'clock here.
That's when it hit there.
But thankfully, it wasn't as bad as what it seemed like they were calling for.
Yeah.
And hopefully, every one of you stayed safe and didn't lose power.
Did you guys lose power last night?
We apparently we did.
Okay.
I'm thinking it just flickered.
Okay.
Off.
Because I came in this morning and my computer was off. I was like, oh. Normally that happens when when the electric goes off. And we are in the process right now, well, we were, of picking up our gourds that are out in the field. They are pretty much dry, especially the smaller ones. Some of the bigger ones may need a little bit more time, but we can still pick them up. They're not nearly as heavy as they were when they were fresh.
Right.
But we had rain last week, and then we had the wind last night, and so they're not coming in quite as fast, but
no,
but
hopefully soon enough.
Yeah, well, and they're excuse me, they are high school kids, so you don't want a bunch of high school kids out there when it could be dangerous winds or whatever. So
yeah, so the gourds, they're planted, and then in the winter they don't pick that. Well, in the fall they cut them off the vine and they just let them sit in the field. And then the winter, that's when they develop a hard shell.
yeah.
And in the spring, they will pick them from the fields and size them, and
Come May, we start all over again.
yeah, and then they're ready to be crafted.
Yeah, so it's just we're always a year behind when it comes to gourds. So we kind of have to take that into consideration when we start designing for the following year, because we have to kind of know what we're going to have. So it makes it kind of interesting.
All right. I think my fence is almost painted.
Yeah, it's mine too. I have to do my bottom here. Yes.
Doing little touch-ups.
Actually, I don't even think you need to paint along the bottom down there because to me, it almost looks like it's the same color. The side of the
Oh,
bottom.
right. Yeah. I did, but yeah, I really don't think you do.
It all depends on how they come, but yeah, if it's already dark, you don't have to worry about painting that.
I'm just smoothing out the globs of paint.
Yeah, I have a couple of them too. Like we should have some music or something.
No.
The last couple times we've been in the store because the room that we're in right now was filled with new product for 2026. This is kind of the room that we use to decide what we're keeping, what we're getting rid of, and what new designs are coming out. So up until then, it was filled with tables and product. But now, since we're into 2026 and already running through product, um, we don't need that anymore. So now we're back in here. So,
All right.
okay. Well, good. Now done with our fence. That just needs to dry now.
Yep. So I think the next step that we could do is to paint um, the yellow on the gourds. So with Flora, you should have an eggshell on top. You can pull that off. And you can hold the stem and we can start painting her yellow. And then we're also going to paint Pebbles, the little spinner gourd. We're going to paint her yellow too. And if you folks have other other paint at your house, you are more than welcome to use that paint than what we provided for you.
Yes.
So
you're always welcome to do that.
All right, so I'm gonna open up my yellow paint here.
I'm getting brown all over my fingers. I don't want to be brown and yellow. There we go. That's better.
All right, so you can hold your gourd by the stem here. I feel like we might need two coats of yellow,
yeah,
at least. So just do like almost a thin coat of yellow so it dries easily.
You do not have to do the inside nor the edge that goes around because it's going to be looking down.
Right. And you can paint some of the stem too. As you can see with our sample, it is painted and we did twirl it, which we can go over that at the end then for you.
Yeah, right now we just need that stem to paint.
We had a create your own event this past weekend on the farm. So that's when you can come to the farm and we have, what would you say, like 50 different products at least?
Yep, and all different sizes.
Yep. So we have large gourds, medium, small, tiny littles that you can choose from, and you can design your own gourds. You can do as many as you want in the 2 hours that you're here. And it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's coming, and we're doing it again this weekend. So if anybody is close by and you'd like to, I know there's definitely spots left on Sunday, but it's a lot of fun. And of course, I'm in the store, so I have to check the people out. And everybody always comes in, they're like, I don't have any artistic ability. The things they come out with are great. I mean, it's really, how are you doing that? What are you doing?
Well, I took that Q-tip that we were given that is used for the glue, which you should still be able to use it. I stuck it in the hole where the nose is for Pebbles.
Yeah.
Kind of. And then
you can hold the flat part because you're not going to see that.
And then, yes, you stick your thumb on the sanded bottom and it's easier to paint than the spinner.
But yeah, it's really a lot of fun. People have a blast. We also do a VIP night, which is always normally a Friday night before one of the weekends. You have to be 21 and over to come, but you get to do jumbo gourds, and some of the jumbo gourds are like big jumbo gourds. It's actually then that's always a fun night too.
Yes, I think a lot of ladies love it. They'll come with,
Their
their girlfriends,
girlfriends.
and
Yep.
they bring like snacks and wine or, drinks, whatever you want. And it's just a fun little girls' night out.
Yep.
Guys are welcome too, of course.
Yes, and we do have them too. So.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just a fun night. And then the weekend after that, we have our spring festival. So we'll have arts and craft vendors here, food trucks. That is our Oops Spring Sale in the store. For those of you who like to do the Oops, no, it's not a, yeah, it is a Facebook Live Oops
Yep.
Sale. That is April 1st, starting at 8 o'clock. So if you want to, and I think we're going to throw some all season things in there, kind of like our cottages. It may not be all completely spring, but we will be throwing in some cottages and I'm trying to think. They would be, and frogs, bees. That's kind of like our all season lines, but
And they're really cute too.
Yeah.
I love the cottages.
yeah. So, but that's August. No, that's not August. It's April 1st. Sorry. Are we doing a second coat?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine was pretty close to dry. I might even touch it up with a third coat then. Um,
Just to see how it goes.
and we also have an egg hunt with that. Did you say the egg?
No,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, so there is
A kid's egg hunt. Kids
And-
up to 17. So
yes, and it's a $5 donate
$5.
donation, and it goes to a local Paul Pack, so it's for kids for meals. So that's where the money goes for the egg hunt.
Yes. And there's prizes. That's the kids hunt. We also have an adult hunt. The adult hunt is we're going to hide 50 golden eggs throughout the store, the Oops sale, and actually out even in our art vendors booths. So if you find one, then there's options to win $100, $50, gourds, candy, and gift certificates for the gift shop. So,
A lot going on the farm.
yeah. I can't believe we're over halfway through March. I want to know where time goes. It's crazy.
I know when I was younger, I was like, oh, time goes by so slow.
Mhm.
And now it's
Well,
so fast with kids. Whew.
oh, I know. It is crazy. So,
So I think I only need 2 coats on my spinner. That seems to be doing pretty good. But
and for those who are wondering why she's calling it a spinner, the actual variety of this little tiny one is called a Tennessee spinner. But around here, yeah, we just call them spinners. They're like, it doesn't spin.
trying to get it to stay upright. There we go. I am going to do one more coat on Laura here. We'll say it will be spring soon enough.
Oh, I'm waiting.
I got some garden stuff going on, got my onion sets ready, and
Do you have them in?
Not in. I
Okay.
bought them yesterday because I
Okay.
knew it was going to be cold today. So,
Well, they like the cold, so
yeah.
I don't know how cold they like
Yes,
them, but
this week sometime.
okay. Come on, get off my finger. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more coat too. That way it will just be nice and even.
It's pretty windy out there right now,
It
too.
is.
It is.
You can still hear it.
So I am happy with how the paint is on my gourds. I am going to paint my stem now. I don't know if I'll paint the whole way up. I'll try, but
And if for some reason you do not want the stem, you need to have a little bit so that the hat stays on, but you can take wire cutters and cut, the rest of it off if you do not want it on. You just have to make sure you leave enough to put your little cap on. That looks pretty good. This guy, he's hard for me to get without brush strokes. So I'm going to do one more little coat on him.
ready? Yeah, maybe I'll do one more coat for him too.
Yeah, my brush strokes were being too obvious. So, I mean, I'm always going to have a little bit of brush strokes, but sometimes as the coats underneath dry, the brush strokes go away a little bit better. And we're not going to probably use all of the paint, but it's nice to keep it just in case you need to do any touch-ups tomorrow, or after you craft the gourd. That way you have it, and or if like later on, a year from now or something, you have a little chip, you have paint that you can touch up.
Or you can use it on a different craft too if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
absolutely. Didn't think about that, but yeah, you can. Okay. Oh, got a big run. Okay. Now I'm going to clean my hands off a little bit.
All right. So the next step, you'll want to clean out your brush. And we will next paint, like I said, if you want to paint the stem, go for it now. But we will paint the egg, the shell part white. So you will want to do multiple thin coats with that.
Yeah, with the white, definitely.
Um, Another way you could go about it too, if you want a sponge look, you can do one thin layer of the white paint. And if you have a sponge at home, you can sponge it that way. Or if you don't have a sponge, you can actually take a paper towel, get a little damp with water, and you can sponge it that way, which I think I might do that with my gourd. So I can show you that technique.
You use what you got.
Hopefully my water's not too dirty to do that, but I think we'll be all right.
I think so too.
So first I'm going to just do a thin white coat on my egg, on the egg and the lid.
Okay.
Also, there is a crack, sorry,
Oh, if you have any,
there is a crack in the front. It's cut as the design. Just be mindful not to put a glob of paint right in there. You probably won't like that.
and you might also have dried pulp, try and get it out if you can, because otherwise it will slowly disintegrate, and then it'll get in your paint if you from you flipping it around.
Right. And also, you do not paint the inside of this,
Mm-mm.
just the outside, and you do not have to paint the bottom either. So you can just kind of use your two fingers to hold the gourd.
And I'm going to brush mine. So you can show them how to to sponge with a paper towel, and I will continue to just paint mine white.
And for the lid, you will want to paint the edges of
Yes.
the lid. Your fingers will probably get a little messy doing this part.
Well, these are little projects.
Mhm.
So yeah, they're little projects. So it's harder to do them.
But like Dori mentioned, the paint will come off your hands.
Yes.
All right, so I have my thin coat put on the shell, and it is pretty dry. Dries fast when it's a thin layer. I'm going to dump my paint on the white paint on my plate.
Makes it a little easier to.
Yep. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and fold her up here and just dip it in my water just a little bit. And I'm going to squeeze the excess water out. And next, I'm just going to take the paper towel and kind of just dip it in the paint and dab it on the plate. And next, I'm just going to dab on the gourd. And it will give it a more textured look. So if you want a more smooth eggshell look, doing the multiple thin white coats is probably your best bet. This just gives it a little texture.
And her sponging is going to go faster than my painting
Yes, sponging
layers.
is faster.
Yes. So it all depends on what look you want to go for. Sounds like the tractor's coming. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's sticking to my fingers. This one really is. I'm gonna get messy this time. Well, I get messy every time, but okay. I'm gonna start my second coat on my egg. This one I'm gonna do a little bit heavier than the first one. The first one I had it pretty watered down, so it was more like a whitewash. But this one I'm gonna put on a little bit heavier. I hear it, but I do not see it.
It's like a trailer.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I'm like, I can see it or hear it, but I can't see it.
All right, so I have my lid sponged. I'm pretty happy with that look. And next, I think I'm going to go over sponging one more time with the body. I love your little antennas, your little leprechauns.
Connie, who I work with, she's like my other right hand. She brought him in. She said, "Look, I brought these in for you to do the Zoom class tonight." And I'm like, "Oh, yay." She's like, "You better wear them." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm wearing them, Connie. Don't want to disappoint her.
I have to ask her, where's my antennas?
Yeah.
Connie.
Well, you could have worn your bunny ears that you wore over the weekend.
Oh, I could. They didn't stay on my head very well.
Nobody stayed on their heads. They had bunny ears for the create your own. The teachers did, and I don't know. I don't even think they made it an hour. I went back and they were all laying on the table, and I'm like, "What's the deal?" So, okay, so second coat is on that. Now I'm going to do second coat on this. You might have to wait for me to catch up with you.
Sure.
And everybody else. Mm-hmm. And if you get any globs of paint, or sometimes you'll get like a brush bristle, you can just use one of the little toothpicks and it'll help to get that off. Okay. Leave my workspace. Okay, we'll see how this goes on. And we are looking for ideas. So please, 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 if you guys can think of anything that you would like us to teach or that you think would be a neat idea for a class, let us know. I think we're up to June right now with classes that are online. In fact, I have them here. I'll show you what they look like. But anything July, August, anything that you can think of. It can be for fall, it can be for winter. If it's something springy, it could come next year. We're just always looking for different ideas as to what people are kind of looking for, and what they would like. So you can either email me, leave comments in the chat, um, or give me a call.
All right. I don't think I can sponge anymore.
Are you done sponging?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, they look nice though. They look very nice.
I really like the sponge because I'm not the best painter, and all you have to do is just keep dabbing.
Until you like it. That's exactly right.
And it's easy. Now, I will say my hands are quite messy, so
Yeah, that happens.
So this is what the sponge looks like. I'm not sure if you can see it that well on there or not.
I'm going to sponge my lid because it's so tiny. I cannot get my fingers to do it.
Right.
And when you sponge, you don't have to worry about it.
All right. Then I'm thinking I'm just going to talk ahead. The next step we'll do is we will dot the black eyes on
I was thinking we haven't done the black eyes yet, but that's why we haven't done
yeah.
them.
Oh, well, I'm thinking we'll dot the black eyes because it does take some time for the black to dry, because then we want to put a white fleck in it.
Yes.
So all we would do with that, you could use the end of your paintbrush and we'll dip it in the black paint, and you just line up the eyes with the center of like the hole that's in the gourd, that is where the nose. So you just dot away then.
Yeah, that's it. And when you're looking at, you'll want to go kind of like out like at like 11 and 1, if that
Yes.
makes any sense. What if you'd be looking at a clock?
Yeah, so here is a close-up of Pebbles and Flora, and you can see how we base the eyes off the nose.
The lighting is so much better out here.
Yes, it is. Also, one other thing actually. So on Pebbles is the little one here. Her beak is orange. We sent you a yellow beak, so you can leave it yellow, or you can paint it orange. We did send orange paint. I think I am going to paint mine orange, so I'm actually going to do that next.
I'm going to do that too because it blends in pretty much with the.
And you can hold the beak by the end. So the circular part, not the pointy part. The pointy part will be what shows. So you don't have to paint the whole thing orange, because not all of that will be showing. And one coat I think might be sufficient. Yeah. So I'm just going to set that off to the side and let it dry.
Have to wait a moment. I'm still doing my thing.
Oh, yeah. What else? I also got some lettuce at yesterday. I like to garden, guys. So as a hobby,
that's an understatement. Her garden is beautiful.
So as a hobby, I do like to garden, and I start as early as possible. So if you guys like to garden too, send some comments and give me some tips and tricks. But so I'm ready to do my sugar snap peas and potatoes.
Yeah, I have to get my garden ready. Right now, it still has corn stalks in it. It's like, oh, I kind of have to get going on this.
Those few nice days we had the other week, I was out there in my glory, and
I was trying to clean out my car. Oh, wintertime, my car. I have a 40-minute commute to and from the farm, and so I kind of like stop and get stuff to eat, and so it is an absolute mess.
I should have done that too.
I don't know. Gardening sounds much more fun.
Yeah, but every time I get into our van, I'm like, oh, I need to clean it.
Well, I cleaned mine and everything. Now it's starting because it's cold and.
Yep, just that spring cleaning.
Yes, but it felt so good, at least for a little bit.
I'm actually going to do another coat on there just for fun.
Okay. Close that up.
All right. Yep, close that up. And then, so you will want to get the end or get your paintbrush. We're going to use the end of it. And we will use the black paint.
I'm a mess.
So am I. I think I'll worry about it later.
That's right. Okay. So black paint, that's the one that's down by the yellow.
Yep. Or it should be.
Yeah.
So,
Should be, yes.
so you don't need a whole lot. Also, baby wipes work great for this step. I know in the past, I'm just not good at doing them. I mess them up very easily. Baby wipes or a wet paper towel work wonders to, if you don't like what it looks like, it wipes it off.
Right. But just don't scrub it because it's also going to take off your yellow. So you just want to catch it as soon as you can and give it a swipe.
Right. So you just take this end and dip it very gently into the black paint, just to get a little on there. And then, so there's my first one. My one eye, see, I'm not great at them. I need a little bit more black on the other one.
And right now he looks almost like a little ghost.
Yep. So there's the first one.
And have to do teeny tiny little ones. When Ashley makes the samples, her little eyes are so tiny.
You know, I think they're the same size. I'm gonna do the same size though.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, they're just tiny.
Yeah.
She just makes tiny little eyes.
She's so good at it too.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Look, he looks like a little pumpkin, and he's going, ooh. Ooh. Sorry. Okay.
We're in spring, not fall.
I know. I have to keep reminding myself that because right now it feels cold.
I know it does. It doesn't feel like spring.
No, not yet.
All right. So there's my second one. Eyes are not my thing. And I keep going back at them.
And that's the worst thing you can do.
It is.
Do them once and let it go. Try and clean my hands while you get your eyes straight.
Oh well, it will just have to do. And then just clean off the bottom of your brush if you want. So next step, we can glue the head into the body here.
Just don't touch your eyes.
Yes, just don't touch your eyes. They will smear. So you just put some glue with your Q-tip on the inside of the egg. It does dry clear, so if any seeps out a little bit, that's okay. Okay. And the glue is the 3 individual white tubes or containers. And you just paint it on the cut.
Now, it will take about 20 to 30 minutes for the glue to set. So once you put your body on there, don't try and pick it up by the stem of the gourd because his head will come off. And we don't want that.
You can take a baby wipe too, or a wet paper towel if there's little
Globs.
globs that seep out, and then whatever you can't get, it will dry clear.
Now, I wanted to show you the upcoming class. So while she's finishing up doing that, I'm going to show you this. So this is the April class. It is a Tealet Bluebird. It is going to be April 21st. And with the fees that you have to pay, it's $39.41. But you'll get it comes with a tea light. And I said in the class description, if you wanted to make like a robin, we're not going to we send the white paint for the belly, but you could always have orange paint on hand and make like a little robin for spring. So that's going to be coming up. I forget when registration, in fact, I forgot to write down when registration ends for all of them. So, but you can go into our classes, go into our website under events, and you'll see the class. So this is the first one. This one is in April. And then this one, which is our large bumblebee. This one is our May Zoom class. It's 5230. I don't have the light, but it does come with an electric light. And this one is going to be a very sponge intensive class. This is May 19th, and it will be 5230. And then I feel like I'm doing the Facebook Live. And then this one is, and then in June, because we're getting into beach season, we are going to be showing you how to make an octopus and then a little flamingo. So you'll get both pieces in the kit. It is June 16th and it is $39.81. You can go in, like I said, go in under events and click on the class to register, but it'll also give you all the sizing and everything that comes with the kit. So, yeah, there's
Sign
lots of classes coming up. So yes, please do.
All right, now that we have that glued on, we can glue in our feather to our little chick here. Just be careful, don't touch the black eyes. So you would just put a little dot of glue. I'm just testing my feather out to see how I'm going to put it in there.
Some of them are too thick, so you can just pull some of the feathers off so that the stem that goes in is thinner.
That's what I had to do.
Yeah.
And then it fits very nicely. Yes, that's so cute.
Yeah. So, okay.
Oh, that's how it got its name, Pebbles, right?
Yeah, he's adorable. He is just adorable.
So I just did a little dot of glue at that hole that's on top of the spinner, and I'll just...
Yep, and it doesn't matter if you do see the glue, because like Kara said, it does dry clear.
Oh, right. And then we can glue in the noses.
Oh, I have to tell you, if you have a kitty cat, they love pebbles. Oh. They love this. My cats carry them around.
Oh my gosh.
They're bad.
That's so funny.
They're bad.
Bad but cute, I guess, too. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
What you see is the cat, and then you see this big yellow fluffy thing. It's like, oh man.
It's sticking out of your mouth.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put the nose in.
Yep. So I'm just putting I globbed it on there, but there's glue in that hole. So you just take the orange one there.
Not the one you painted, the other one.
Yes, sorry, just the one that was already orange. The hole might be a little tight, so you might have to press a little bit. And some of my glue, I'm going to just wipe it. Just be careful with the eyes. Go. And same thing with the small gourd. You will just put a little dollop of glue in the hole.
And some of the noses, go up or down. Like they might have like a little thing. You can decide how you want yours to. Wow, mine is really tight. There we go. You kind of just have to twist it.
It is tight too for this little pebbles.
Yeah.
So I have to spin mine
Yep, that's what
um,
I did.
to get, and you can kind of decide how long too you want it. I think I'm gonna have mine about, he's gonna have a big nose. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Um, my black paint is dry on my eyes. How are yours looking?
Mine aren't quite there. Well, they're getting there though. Actually, probably where I have to put the dot, I'm probably okay. I tend to always go a little heavy on the eye.
I do too.
Oh, yes, you really do. You have to almost twist it in and then it like gives way.
Yes, you kind of widen the hole a little bit, I feel like when you
Yeah. And the seeds are still in there. So if it's in there as a clump, your nose might hit the seeds. So you may not be able to put it in the entire way that you think you want to.
yeah. But I think it's cute even with the nose sticking out a little further.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what the original looks like to give you an idea. So cute. All right, so I am going to fleck my eyes. This
Okay.
is when you use the toothpick that you should have received.
Mm.
And you will, so where we want to put the white fleck, it is about 2 o'clock in the black dot.
Mm.
Um, so I'll just hold it up there for a second so you guys have a good look.
They look like they're just staring at you when you don't have the fleck. Like the fleck makes them come alive.
Yes, it does. It doesn't look like they have a soul or something.
No, I know.
All right. And if your eyes are not dry, the black, I would wait.
Yeah.
And just skip this part. You can really do it at any time.
Yeah. And then we can do the little one. Oh, you did your little one first. Sorry, I didn't
Oh,
listen.
oh, he's cute. Oh, he's cute.
I like when you do the eyes because I really do think it like makes them,
Does make them come alive.
yeah, it makes them have a little personality or something.
And if you have another way, like if you want to be creative and you want to do your eyes another way, that's perfectly fine. And there's my little guy.
I have to do my eye over again. This is where the wipes come in handy.
Yes, wipes are.
Yes. So I will keep going with you, but okay. Let me get my black open again.
Oh, okay. And then I'm thinking for the next step, we will put the lid on the stem. Um, I'm just debating if I don't know if this is dry enough yet to twist the stem.
Well, you won't be able to do that anyway till you put your hat on. Oh, you already put your hat on. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
if you and you won't need to glue the hat on. It just slides down on the stem.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want, you can cut it shorter and or you can take this and twist it. And how we would do that is we would use our I can't think, paintbrush. And you would just twist it around, or you can use the Q-tip stem. Um, but just be mindful that is yours going okay?
Yep,
Okay.
mine's going perfect. I thought I'm just going to try it and see what happens.
Yeah, shut up and do it, right?
No, I need to take mine down with just a little bit farther. I need an extra curl in there. There we go. Just be mindful of your eyes.
So that's my curl. I just have one little.
And that's my
Oh,
curl.
yours is so cute.
So, yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, they're so cute, aren't they? Okay, I'm gonna go put my little fleck in my eye now, but see, even we mess things up, so that's why we have oop sales. I can't do it yet. It's not dry.
Well, so the next step we'll do then is we're going to um, take our biscuit and we are going to put glue all on the top. So with the moss, you'll put glue all on the top and then you'll set your products where you want them. So you could set the fence up and then place your gourds there. And then all the open spaces, you can place your moss. And all that tacky glue should, it will hold everything, but it will wait till overnight really to grab it because it takes a little bit for it to adhere.
I'm gonna use my paintbrush
Oh, okay.
to paint the glue on.
Yes.
I've never done that, so I'm gonna try it. But I just think it's gonna be easier than the Q-tip.
It will be after you use the paintbrush though for the glue, the paintbrush, you'll just have to throw it out.
Yes.
I'm going to do that too.
Yeah, I just think it just seems to be easier to.
Yes, it's a lot faster than a Q-tip.
Than the Q-tip. Well, the Q-tip to me after a while gets unraveled too.
Yes, and you have 2 other tubes of glue too.
And if you're wondering what type of glue we're using, it is called Aleene's tacky glue. You can get it at most hobby places, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any of them normally carry it. And you can just get it there if you like how it's working for you here.
Yeah, we love it here.
We use it a lot.
And especially since it dries clear, it's very helpful.
Oh, and the other question that we get too, and Kara, I don't know if you want to explain this, is whether or not we need to seal our gourds.
So this paint does have poly in it. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
So you will not need to spray these gourds or seal it.
Nope.
Now, we do sell bird houses in the retail store and online. And if you keep those outside, that's a product that you would want to reseal every season.
But it's nice when you don't have to seal, where you don't have to seal it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I think.
So I painted all that on with glue.
Yeah, like you said, I'll just throw that out then. So, okay, I'm going to see if I like a side of my wood biscuit better. Yeah, well, it looks pretty good. So I'll just stick that down.
Yep, and like Dori was doing, she had her biscuit laying down and she was looking at the best side. Like, what side do you want to be the front of your scene?
Yes.
Oh, I have feathers all over me. That doesn't help with glue. So I think I picked my side. And again, this is what we're doing, just so you folks have an idea of place.
So I have my guys on. So now I just got to get out the messy part, getting this out. But it'll all be good. Okay. And when you're putting these on, I think it's very helpful sometimes to put it on and then push it down a little bit so it really adheres to the glue.
Yes. Oh my. How cute.
I know. They're really cute. I have to pull my little cap on my guy back. It was covering his eyes.
And now the moss is pretty messy.
Yeah, you think? I'm so glad we're not in the store.
But it definitely is the final touch. Like it
Yeah.
makes it very nice.
Your feathers are coming over on my side.
Sorry, my chick is shedding or molting, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. Well, this moss is pretty nice though, because sometimes it comes out in like big pieces and then you're,
Yeah, and you have to pull it apart.
yeah. Mhm. Well, that is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm just gonna shape it a little bit. Get all that extra off of there. They're so cute. And you can, any moss you don't use, you can put back in and maybe use it for another project. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can finally do my eyeball.
And there's the final. Very cute. I think I might wait to shake my moss off. I'm afraid I'm gonna
Afraid you're gonna
my
mess
my
it all
cheeks
up.
are gonna my chicks are gonna pop off.
They'll fly away. Almost done. And then here is mine. Oh, oh my gosh, aren't they adorable?
They are.
They really are. So, okay, does anybody have any questions or about the project or about Meadowbrook in general? Because we are completely finished. If you are, if you think of anything that you wanted to ask us and you didn't want to say it on here, or you think of it afterwards, just send me an email and I'll be happy to get back with you. Also, if you're missing any parts, let me know. Or if your paints froze in shipping, hopefully not. And thank you very much for coming and spending a little bit of time with us tonight. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful Easter season. And I hope these guys make you smile.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.